Alright guys, so 2008 Mercedes GL 320 with the air suspension on it. This is probably my third time to pull this. First time it popped by manufacturer. I ordered a new air strut online from Parts Geek. So after about 3 years, I found another hole in it. But anyways, I'm here replacing it. I believe the 450s, GL 450s also have this air suspension on it. You'll know if it pops, it'll be leaning one way. The ride will be like crap. When you come out the next morning to start it up, it'll be leaning whatever direction the airbag is popped. So if it's passenger side, the forward passenger one will be leaning towards the forward passenger side of the car. You'll know. Anyways, the first thing you want to do is you want to get some soap and water and test this connection. If you get a lot of bubbles coming out, there's a small O-ring on top, or your dowel, your bushing in here is not set properly and it's not sealing, so that's an easy fix. If that's not bubbling, then the next thing you want to do is come down to this boot right here and spray it all over it. When it's installed in the Mercedes, you want to test it. Just spray some soap and water on it and you'll usually see bubbles coming out of the whole thing. This is an R nut. I'm going to send it back in because it's under warranty, but basically it's not real hard to do. You got your upper control arm, which is a 13/16, and then you got your lower control arm here, which is the same size, 13/16, and then you also have your main bolt that bolts in here, down here at the bottom right here, and that is a 5/16. Okay. I used an impact on a few of them. I know these aren't the right sockets for an impact, but I just wanted to get it off. And then on top side, you're gonna have 3 small bolts here with your stability bar coming across here. This is stability bar. I used a 17, and on the small bolts on top, I used 13/32 to pull those. I usually start from the top side and work my way down, and then I drop this suspension as much as I can. You can see there, I pretty much got it disconnected. Just be careful with your hydraulic line and your ABS line along with your brake line. Drop it down, try to push it up, and then turn it towards the aft or the back of the car to get it out. So you want to come out, let me get a better view of this, hold on. You want to come out this direction towards the rear of the car. You can't really go forward because you still got some of your control arms here in the way, and you got all your cables and hydraulic lines. It's not a hard process. I know what I'm doing. It took me about 45 minutes. If you don't know what you're doing, it'll probably take you about 3 hours the first time, and then after that you'll get better and better at it and get it down to about 45 minutes or more or less. Anyways, so that's it. This is a strut here, the air strut. You see the bag on top. It was leaking all over the place. This is the top of it. I'm going to send it in and get another one. I'm going to have to wait until they send me a new one, so the car's going to sit here till then. Might want to check, but this is the number on mine. Anyways, well, you guys have a good day, man. Bye-bye. Alright guys, it's landed. This is a 2008 GL 320 Mercedes with the air suspension on it. Here's the air strut. Here's your bag. Had a leak here in the bag. First thing you want to do though is you want to check your connection here on top. This is where your 3 bolts are installed. Here's your connection here. First thing you want to do is take some soap and water when it's connected and it's pressurized. Test this connection first to make sure it's just not this O-ring or your bushing here that's not set properly. This is an easy fix. It'll only take you maybe 20 minutes to fix that, if that. If this is good to go, the next thing you want to do is when it's still installed, you want to spray that soap and water on this airbag here. And if you get bleed through and it's not under warranty, try pumping some slime into it if you don't want to replace it. If you're not very mechanically inclined, pull that little connection that I showed you earlier at the top and just try to get some slime in there. A lot of guys online have been saying it worked for them, but since this one's under warranty, I'm just going to send it back in. If you want to replace it, that's fine. If the slime doesn't work, then you definitely have to replace it. I don't know what this is, guys, but anyways. So the main thing you want to do is you got your upper control arm, lower control arm, tie rod, and basically I believe these are, your upper ones are 13/16, your lower one is a 15/16. So this one here, which goes in to your strut, and this one goes here, from here, 13/16, and then you have one at the bottom right here, that's 15/16. Okay, you pull those, and then you're gonna have to use maybe a mallet to break this loose because it's been on there so long. And I'd use a rubber mallet or a piece of wood and a hammer and knock this loose. And then once you get your air suspension loose, you're gonna push the 3 bolts back up into position, and then you slide it out towards the rear of the car. Okay, you might have to pull down on the suspension if it's real tight. I know sometimes it's a pain in the butt, just depending on which air strut you have. The factory ones are a lot harder to get out than these are not. So anyways, that's it. Basically, it's not real hard. I know that Mercedes dealerships will charge you probably $3 grand to do this, and your car will sit there for probably 3 weeks. Anyways, if you're mechanically inclined or have some know-how, it's not too bad, guys. Anyways, I hope everyone has a good day.